Hi guys, welcome to our channel again. Today we are going to share a very sad story.
Yeah.
It's our lost story,
Yeah.
and we have decided to come to mahali pako na ambience kidogo because the story it's not a happy one.
Yeah.
And actually where we are, it's where nilikuwa naleta my heart huku. Tunakuja tunaongea when I was trying to shoot the shot.
Yeah.
The shot was shot na ikaingia.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we saw it ni vizuri tukuje huku because here we'll be free, the environment iko sawa. So today we are going to share our lost journey.
Yeah.
And my wife is going to start
Yeah.
how it all started kutoka beginning.
Oh yeah. So I remember we had a very soft pregnancy.
Yes.
Yeah, until now the last trimester.
Yeah.
The last day actually, I remember that is when we stopped feeling movements. The movements were quite very slow, but the last day I remember we went to the hospital because the baby did not move that night. We did not feel the movement that night.
Yeah.
So we went to the hospital. When we went to the hospital, we went to see a doctor, and then the doctor tried to touch my tummy and to move the baby, but the baby was not responding. The movements were not happening.
It was very slow.
Yeah.
So I decided we do some tests.
Yeah.
And one of the tests he did nikikumbuka, there was this one it's like checking the baby's heartbeat after
ile yenye kangwa hapa ile
yes.
Initangwa something. I can't remember the CT something, the CT scan.
I can't remember the name.
Yeah,
but basically ilikuwa ya kumesha the heart of the baby.
Yeah.
So my wife akatolewa from the test room, akapelekwa to another room, ukalala, si ndio? And then from there hizo vitu alikuweka aje, what happened?
Yeah, they put this something here, and then it measures the heartbeat of the baby.
Yeah.
But now the baby's heartbeat was very, very slow, and then after it was very, very slow,
it was falling.
It went to a point and it dropped drastically. So after that, I was told to do a scan to see whether the baby is okay. We did a scan, and then that is when they realized the baby has liquid in her tummy, in her diaphragm. Yeah. When they noted that, I was told to we went straight to an emergency cesarean section, because now it was very emergency, and they told us they want to save the baby and the mother.
Yeah, because the heart rate was falling.
Yeah.
And then the second thing, the scan imeconfirm mtoto akona maji on the abdominal area.
Yeah.
So it led to them saying now this has to be an emergency CS.
Yeah.
So my wife akachukuliwa there, and then akapelekwa to another room.
Yeah.
I think it was a labor room, because I remember nikikuja kuangalia.
No, it was.
And then you were told not to eat anything.
Yeah, that is where now everything for the preparation inafanyangwa haraka. It was done. The preparation for the going to the emergency room, unachenjiwa haraka, unaekwa kwa bed. I was put in a bed, and then I was taken to the theater.
Yeah.
In the theater now I found so many doctors. I did not know how the process goes since I was a first time mom.
Yeah. How was it for you? Kulienda aje?
They prepared me well. They actually were very friendly to me, but I was feeling like they were doing it with a lot of, they talked to me, they asked me, how are you, Dana, how are you feeling? They told me, they prepared everything, those the things were put for the pressures, huku onekangwa hizo vitu za kuangalia pressure na heartbeat yangu. And then now I was changed into the theater dressing, and then I was put into the theater bed. Hey, that was scary for me. So when I was in that table for the theater, I was like, oh my God, what are they doing to me? And then now they put a barrier, and then now nikadungwa hizi sindano za huku kwa mgongo.
Oh, to kill the nerves.
Yeah, to kill aesthetic.
Oh.
So after that, nikaanza kufeel what is happening to my body. I felt like my body was dying. Huku sikuwa na strength, sikuwa na anything, iko ina move
Down from the waist down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then now, but there was 2 people who were talking to me on this side, and there were like 10 people I think on the other side.
Performing the CS.
Performing the CS. And then I started telling them, okay, msifanye nisikie uchungu. I did not know, like I was not going to feel pain.
Yeah.
But they told me, if you feel any pain, just tell us. But I did not feel any pain. But now the funniest thing is that the moment they removed the baby, because I felt like I was being pushed from here going down, it's like they were removing the baby. But me, I noted my baby did not cry. The baby did not cry at that moment. I felt like the baby, I asked them what happened, because the baby alitolewa and then akapelekwa like mbio. Alipelekwa mbio. I did not see the baby, and then I did not hear the baby cry. Alihema tu like hivyo, akahema tu. So mi nikajiuliza, what is that? What happened? And then I asked them, where is my baby? Why is the baby not coming back? Kwa nini umemchukua haraka hivyo? And then the doctors, they told me, ameenda kutengenezwa, atakuja tuonyeshwe. So me, I was like, I started feeling sad at that moment. I remember they were asking, kwa nini mtoto haletwi tumuone? But they say the baby was not, they did not cry, so they went to prepare the baby to cry. And then ndio remember sasa ndio a nurse from a maternity, is it from a nurse who was in nursery, alikuja akaniambia, hi ma'am, hata bado sijatolewa bado, kwa nini sijamalizika kwa process, because I was asking so many questions. Where is my baby? Why can't I see my baby? Akakuja akaniambia, hi mommy, how are you? Congratulations, the baby is fine. But the baby did not cry. We are trying to help her because her lungs are not okay or something like that. So I asked her, will she be fine? And she told me they try their best. So the moment I heard they are going to try their best, I felt like, oh my God, what is this? So hapo nikajua there is a problem. You see, so nikamaliziwa everything, ndio sasa nikatolewa kwa theater, nikapelekwa kwa ile place yenye mtu anakangwa ndio amalize, ndio dawa ipungue and everything. So and then after nikatolewa kwa hiyo side, ndio nikikuja sasa kutolewa kwa theater kabisa, nipelekwe kwa ward, kwa maternity ward, nikakukuta hapo kwa mlango kama ulikuwa unanigojea.
Yeah.
And then we told me the baby has cried. You were telling me, congratulations.
Actually, yeah, I knew the procedure will happen. I decided to go and see my baby.
Yeah.
Nikaambiwa ako kwa nursery. So mi nikaenda haraka sana kwa nursery. Bado you are still in the CS room.
Yeah.
So vile nilienda kwa nursery, nikaonyeshwa mtoto ni yule, I sanitized and everything.
Yeah.
And I went and I saw this very beautiful baby.
Yeah.
But she was moving her hands, her legs. She was very beautiful. Tulikuwa tunafanana.
Yeah.
I was so excited to see her. The first time I asked the nurse what's the status. Akaniambia the baby bado hajalia. Yeah, but alikuwa amekuwa kwa, I think inamsaidia, inaleta high temperatures, ku raise her temperature bodies.
Yeah.
And then alikuwa anaangaliwa, so alikuwa amekuwa hadi kakofia and all that.
Yeah.
So I looked at her, nikakashika mkono, kakanishika very firm grip.
Yeah.
Nikamwangalia, I saw this is me. This is the small version of me.
Yeah.
Or the girl version of me.
And she was very pretty.
Very pretty, very pretty. Yeah, the girl side of me is very beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Yeah, so after that nikaenda,
Yeah.
nikaanza nikaenda kukutafuta. nikaambiwa bado hujatoka CS room. And then we had our 2 friends. So nikaenda nikawaambia vile kuko. Nilikuwa nasikia tu nikae tu na mtoto, so I decided to go back. Nikaambia our friends, you go. Mi naona ni kama neza lala kwa hosi. Because me I felt I just can't leave my wife and child here. So after that nikarudi. This time I got good news. Kwenda the first thing I asked the nurse, nikiwa naangalia mtoto alikuwa mbali kidogo. I asked her, how is the baby? Amelia. And she told me akiwa amefurahia, yes, she has cried. And then the baby gave me a gift. Alilia tena nikiwa tu hapo. She cried. When nikienda kumkaribia alilia tena. That her cry was so beautiful. Okay, mostly nikisikia watoto akilia when you are out there inakuanga a nuisance to your ears, but this time it was different. It was a beautiful cry. And an innocent cry. So nikaenda nikakaona. I was so happy. And I said, I know my baby probably report yenye ameambiwa. Ameambiwa mbaya, so I have to go and cheer her up. And I decided niende hapo next to the CS room. Nisimame hapo hadi utolewe. So that's when I came. Nikiwa nimefurahia. So actually hata nilikuwa nimeangalia manas. Nikawaambia mimi nataka kuingia tuende tutoe wife yangu na nyinyi. Wakaniambia that is impossible. But we can allow you to ngojea hapa nje. So that's when nilisema nikungojea hapo. Nikasimama hapo. Nikaona wameingia ndani. And I saw you looked sad. So I decided to cheer you up and I started calling you Mama Wambo. Baby Amelia.
I remember.
She's very beautiful.
Yeah, I was even wondering, why are you even telling me the baby has cried? And me, the nurse had told me a very different story.
Yeah, it's because nilikuwa nashinda hapo nikienda kuangalia mtoto.
Yeah, and I thank God that you were there with me the whole time. Because it was a very traumatizing moment, especially for me being a first-time mom. I did not know what was going on. And then now when I went to after nimetolewa nilikupata ndio ukaniambia congratulations Mama Wambo, everything. I was so happy. And then now we went to the maternity.
We pushed. I helped even manas kupeleka to the maternity ward. You remember hata nilisaidia kukutoa from that bed into where you recover.
You did so well.
I had to take care of my beautiful wife.
Thank you. And
so,
then
so from there now that's when we started recovering pole.
Yeah, that time I remember I slept that night, and then around 3 a.m. in the morning when the nurses for the duty came, I asked them, I want to go and see my baby. Every mother that you are with, walikuwa tumepata watoto at the same time, walikuwa wamepelekwa kuona watoto wao. Mimi nikijaribu kwenda because I was still the wound was so fresh, I was still bleeding, but I told them I want to go and see the baby. They told me wait kidogo. So when I waited, another nurse doctor came and told me, Dana, your baby has not been able to reach the normal oxygen, so we have taken the baby to the ICU. That was the most traumatizing news I've ever had, actually. I remember it was so hard when I was hearing that news, because now I was wondering, oh my God, I was wondering, okay, what happened to my baby? They told me, now they explained that the baby had meiconia. Meiconia is a syndrome whereby the baby respirated in the womb. Alikunywa iyo maji ya choo. She pooped and then she drank. She respirated, right? She respirated, ikaenda kwa lungs zake. So it affected her oxygen levels and her lungs kabisa. So when she went to I remember now, that morning I was not able to go anywhere. I was not able even to go to see my baby because I was so scared of ICU. And then this is not the ICU at ile ya NICU, like the one that they take the babies in the nursery, still in the nursery. No, it is the big ICU whereby the baby and the other people, big people, are still there. Hey, me, I remember I went there around 2 p.m. Chana now. When I saw my baby, I almost fainted. I remember I cried. I was like, what is this? What happened to my baby? And now the first day, the baby did not respond. Her oxygen levels did not even rise. So now we had to now start the process of being in the ICU, because they told us that the baby must at least 3 days to stay in the ICU. The 4th day the baby should be fine, apelekwa sasa nursery tena ama HDU. But unfortunately for us, now we had to stay in the ICU for quite some time. Ndio sasa I remember from then on tukaanza kupata, the baby started now akashindwa kabisa kutumia the kanos kale kanekangwa hapa, kale kanekangwa kwa mapua peke yake. Ndio sasa ikafika point after the third day she had to be put in the ventilator.
Then before that I remember that same night we gave birth. I said mimi siendi nyumbani, so nikakombolesha a small house around there. So, and I told God, huku siendi nyumbani peke yangu, I can't go home alone. I'll have to go with my wife and my baby home.
Yeah.
So nikakombolesha, but I remember you called me.
Yeah.
Was it you or it was a nurse? I can't really remember.
It was at night.
Telling me that the mtoto ameenda ICU. What do you mean ICU? It was at what time?
I can't remember the time, but I called you. I think it was in the morning hours.
Ilikuwa morning hours. So mi nakumbuka nikitoka that room haraka nikuje nione mtoto. So that's when I came. But the first time nilimuona she had the oxygen thing. Na kamaji hapo. I think I don't know whether ilikuwa ina purify the oxygen ama ilikuwa inapatia pressure. So nikamuona and I was so sad. You know, kuna point, we don't question God, but for the first time in my life I found myself questioning him. Nilikuwa namuuliza God, now what is this? You gave me a beautiful daughter. Well, why are you making us go through this? Unaona? That's what nilikuwa namuuliza. So after that and then after kukakaa nikasikia, I remember there was a time the doctor called me. Akaniambia her oxygen levels are going low. And nilikimbia uko mbio sana. So when I came, I found you there. You were crying. And this doctor, he was a mzungu guy. He was telling me that the baby's oxygen is going down and you don't know what will happen. Hiyo kitu ilinikata roho tu hivyo mara mbili. I was like, no, what is this? And then that's when now I came to you. And I started trying to encourage you kukwambia God ako na sisi. You know, our baby is going to live. All that, you know, because I also needed to be strong for you. No. So at that point I had very many mixed reactions. Ikafika point whereby I was a bit bitter to God. Nashindwa kwani Mungu hii mambo sasa ni gani unaniletea? It's too painful bana. Why are you doing this? So it was not an easy thing. I
remember that moment actually when the baby was actually she had a seizure. They call seizures. Seizure. And then it had affected her, and then a baby should not do that. A baby should not have that seizure. So it affected her brain, and her brain started bleeding now. after she was put in the ventilator, the medicine now was not working, and at some point even her platelets were not working. So she was even in her lungs, she was bleeding in her lungs, because alikuwa ukiwekwa kwa ventilator there is a way unatolewa kikohozi. So at that moment, after kutolewa kikohozi, akaanza kupata seizures, and then akaanza kuconvulse. Convulsions zikakuwa serious, and then sasa zikaanza kufanya hata medication isifanye kazi. So the baby, from then on, the baby started having a problem after a problem. After her platelets counts went so low, it didn't, and then she was not able to clot, I remember. So akidungwa sindano alikuwa kwa cotton wool ya kufunga, and then after some time inaacha kunini. It was so serious. I remember even now, every time I was coming, that the baby, the following day, every day we were having a different report from the doctor. Today, she convulsed, so her brain started bleeding.
Yeah, and then they say it was first grade and second grade bleeding.
Yeah.
And then on kuwauliza, what does that mean? I remember wakiniambia first grade and the second grade, it usually heals by itself.
Yeah.
So we got tukajipatia hopes.
Yeah.
And at this time tulikuwa tunaomba sana.
Yeah.
We were very prayerful. I remember we were doing a 12 a.m. prayer.
Yeah.
And then pia tulikuwa tunafanya a 3 a.m. prayer.
Yeah.
So that we pray to God. So, and then after some time, now the grade nikasikia ikaongezeka ikakuwa third grade. Now that grade things nikasikia zinakuanga a bit tricky.
Yeah.
But as we believed Mungu atamponya.
Yeah.
Na tulikuwa tuna hope. Na tunaomba sana, tunajua she's going to be a living miracle.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point that's where now you are calling friends. Naambie let's pray. Tuombeni mazee. Tuko in a good place. Yeah, and the bill pay ilikuwa inaongezeka.
Yeah.
I remember kuna this one particular time doctors walituita kwa certain room.
Yeah.
And walituita, I think tumeenda kwa that room, was it 3 times?
Yeah, 3 times.
The first one was
they had called even the family.
Yeah.
The family, those difficult conversations that they asked you, they start telling you they have done all they could. They have given the baby what they could have given the baby, even the high dosages, but the baby was not responding. But this is kama now the Christians we decided we just knew that this was a passing cloud, that the baby was going to come out strongly. But it didn't go as we expected, but we knew, and we knew that God was with us despite us having those kind of issues and everything. That was quite a test for us. So it was a very big test, because now I remember even after some time the baby after amepata hizo convulsions and everything, I remember my husband, you became very worried and you became very sick. You got a shock attack.
Yeah, I can remember. It's not easy as a husband seeing things as endi vizuri.
Yeah.
So I got a hypertensive reaction.
Yeah.
To a point now I had to be admitted.
Yeah.
And imagine nilienda straight to the HDU.
Yeah.
It was so serious. Now you can imagine the husband ako kwa hospitali.
Yeah.
The baby ako kwa hospitali.
Yeah.
And the mother ako kwa hospitali. So that to me nilikuwa nauliza God, why?
Yeah.
Why me? So after that situation, I thank God I was able kutoka from that room na kwenda kuangalia mtoto. Remember there was a time that I told you, babe, you just relax. Let me tonight acha niangalie mtoto, because nilikuwa naona you're going there midnight, saa 9, what? Yeah, so it was not a good scenario, but I thank God because we were able to come out of that situation strong. Nikatoka hospitali. And now unfortunately there was a time you called me at night I don't know whether you can talk about.
Yeah, I remember that time I was called. I was told that the baby was not responding to medication again. But now, unfortunately, her heart rate stopped. Her heart stopped. And then when I went there, when they called me, when I went there, I found them so many doctors trying to give her so many medications. But unfortunately, at around 1 p.m., 1 a.m. in the morning, the baby breathed her last. That was the time she passed on. I cried so much. I was so heartbroken. But I also felt like this was, the baby stopped, her heart stopped, but I felt like she healed. So when I was given the baby to hold, I saw she was so beautiful and she had rested. So we give.
You held the baby for the first time when she was rested.
When she had died. But I thank God because she rested and she was not in pain anymore. So
yeah, it was a very difficult moment. And then the other challenge was actually the bill.
Yeah.
The hospital bill. But I remember me nikiambia God, if you're the one mwenye amechukua huyo mtoi, please hii bill to struggle now. And that's when my wife and I reached to other friends, used the social media platform, and amazingly God cleared the bill. Cleared the bill ya kila kitu.
God gave us people, angels, and who cleared the bill, and we thank them so much. We thank you, everybody who sent something to us. Thank you so much, and God bless you. And that is our lost journey. We are now healing. We are continuing to heal. And may God bless each one and every one of you guys.
And then plus we thank God, because I remember at that particular time, you know, I had told God, test. There was a friend of ours who called. He used there was a person who alitoa so much money. Na katuambia, Martin, the God that you pray, anamsikianga. And that was a confirmation to me
that God hears and God answers. So guys, be encouraged that God, even in every adversity, God is still with you. So that is our lost journey, guys. I hope that you learned something, to learn that God is always with us in each and everything. So let's see you in the next video.
Baraka maze.
Bye bye.